Last time out, we'd settled down with the new formation and we were going great guns and breaking records as well. Has that form continued? And who are we going to draw in the second round of the Dutch Cup? Plus, the takeover's complete. Hello, and it's a very warm welcome to episode 6 of Going Dutch, as we try and turn around a Dutch side that's been relegated from the Eredivisie, in this case Waalwijk, as we try and return them to the top flight and leave them as an established side. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you 2 games as usual. It's a little bit of a change around because I think, well, I can't remember who we were scheduled to play, but because of international duty and players out on international duty, we did actually elect to postpone a match, and for that reason it is appearing, I think we were supposed to be Young Utrecht or somebody like that. But we've got FC Emmen as our second game up today. But things have been happening. And if you, for the eagle-eyed of you, have noted on the screen here, we have Consortium completes RKC Waalwijk takeover. Have we got the sack? A consortium led by Hengelo-based investor Brian van der Heyden has successfully completed the takeover of RKC Waalwijk, replacing former managing director Frank de Moeseveld. De Heyden revealed that he is delighted by the deal and indicated that he wanted to make a difference for the fans at the Mandermakers Stadion. So they have taken over. I know you're asking me the question, have I got the sack? Well, this happened. And they're going to offer me a new 2-year contract. I've actually accepted it, but for slightly more, £100 a week more, £3,800 a week. So we are staying, boys and girls. This series will continue unabated as we try and get them back. And I knew the good form, and I knew that if we kept piling away, the board would go, we don't really want to upset the apple cart here. We don't want to get rid of him. So they haven't. They've managed to keep me in situ, which is really, really good news. And don't forget, if you enjoyed today's episode, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, and of course leave me a comment. It all helps here on YouTube. Thank you to all those who have left comments up to date, and of course I will try and reply to them as soon as I am able. And well, you keep up to date with everything that's going on this channel by following me on X at JustOffside2, and you need to do that because we do have a video coming out come out yesterday at 6 o'clock, and if you haven't subscribed to that, you probably won't know about it necessarily. So hit the notification button, subscribe to the X, and then you know when stuff is coming out, especially different videos, new videos and all that. So the video tomorrow, tomorrow, I keep saying tomorrow, yesterday is all about fake shirts. If you've not seen it yet, go back and have a look for it. Right, let's get on and get on to it. I'm not quite sure what was happening there. I was pressing buttons and nothing happening, and I was getting a little bit worried that things were going adrift. Last time you were with us, we managed to get through to the second round of the Dutch Cup. Let's go and have a look at the draw for the second round. It has happened. I'll pass you to Pass Mark for that draw. And thank you to Future Mark for that. And yes, we have the draw for the Dutch Cup second round. 32 teams will go into the hat for 16 matches to be drawn, with Eredivisie teams Ajax, Feyenoord Rotterdam and PSV Eindhoven entering the competition at the second round. Let's go and have a look at the draw then. And we get underway straight away. First team out is Sparta Rotterdam from the Eredivisie. They will play TEC. AFC will play Steduco. It's a word and a half, isn't it? De Travers will play MVV Maastricht. AZ of the Eredivisie will play SC Cambuur of the Eredivisie, on all Eredivisie match there. Den Bosch will play Go Ahead Eagles. Almere City avoided relegation last season by winning the playoff. They will play PSV, another all Eredivisie match. Helmond Sport will play FC Lycée, one of the amateur sides in the competition. Breda will play Dordrecht, an all KKD match. Heerenveen will play Telstar. Feyenoord will play FC Volendam, another Eredivisie match. Kerkrade will play Waalwijk. We have a Eredivisie side again. It's Roda Kerkrade that we will face. We might as well finish the draw. Den Haag will play Graafschap, all KKD match. Groningen will play Utrecht. FC Eindhoven will play Rijnsburg Boys, or Rijnsburg's Boys. Somebody will tell me how that's pronounced. Venlo face Willem II. Excelsior will play Ajax, and that's going to be a big draw for Excelsior. Big money-making trip for them. We face Roda JC Kerkrade, who are currently 18th in the Eredivisie. The media prediction was for 17th. And we go to the Parkstad Limburg Stadion, Kerkrade, for that particular match. They're having a bit of a duff run in the Eredivisie at the moment. So they are bottom of the Eredivisie. So I don't want to sort of count my chickens, but we've beaten Zwolle in the first round, and they are currently 7th. So surely we are in with a chance. That's the draw for the second round of the Dutch Cup. I'll hand you back to future Mark. Thank you to past Mark. And Roda Kerkrade are our opponents for the Dutch Cup second round. They are in the Eredivisie. And I just realised a little bit after I recorded that bit, I did realise that we actually played them in pre-season, a 3-2 win on that occasion. Here we go. I didn't think it was going to let me go in there for a minute. David Min opening the scoring on 53. Bangra equalising 2 minutes later. They took the lead after 64 minutes through Van der Heide, but Felder equalised a minute later on 65, making it 2-2. And it was David Min getting up again on 73 minutes to give us that win. And I think on that occasion we were playing our old formation of 4-3-1-2. But as we know, we have changed the formation. So we'll see how we go. Just to note, we haven't lost in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 games in all competitions. And actually we are 2, 4, 6, 7 games without dropping a point. So 7 straight wins, 6 in the league. And I think we have a club record of 6 wins in the league back to back. So if we win today at Graafschap, that will break that record. We played 1 game since you were last with us as well, and Topos, of course, in the last game. We played FC Dordrecht, a 3-1 win against them, and it was a fairly tight affair. We had 11 shots, 5 on target, 1.54, 58% of the possession. They had 8 shots, 3 on target, 1.28, and 42% of the possession. But Beerhout got us underway after just 2 minutes. Ball coming forward, Shrivers into the area. It was tipped out. Listes heading it back in. The goalkeeper made a complete Orlix of it, straight onto Beerhout, who nodded it into the back of the net. So 2 minutes, we were underway and looking good for it. Listes getting us our second after 22. And Dordrecht coming out. And a tackle from Verreau, which the referee just went, that play on. And Listes doing a blinder from the edge of the area, straight in the back of the net, past the goalkeeper. 2-0 after 22. And Listes got a second on 38. Selenaes, Okili. O'Kelly through to Listes. Listes not quite so far out this time, but that one was a low drive underneath the goalkeeper. 3-0 at half time. And, second half, we just sort of sat back a little bit, really. They came on to us, not badly, but they did come on to us a little bit. As you'll see, they sort of like did have a little bit more of the game than they had in the first half. Maybe as we got tired as well. And then we gave away a penalty on 64 minutes. And Ilias Brockenhurst put this one away. Bronkhurst putting that away past Vesson. Not another non-clean sheet, but it was only to be a consolation goal. So that is how the game ended, a 3-1 win against Dordrecht at their place. And this is how the table looks. Have been, but though we've been on international break, there have been games going on around us. So as it stands, we are top on 33 points. Graafschap have played a game more than us. Our first opponents today, they are in second on 28 points on goal difference from Excelsior, who also have a game in hand over them in third. Willem the second are fourth on 27 points, and Groningen are fifth on 26 points at the moment. Of course, Excelsior and Groningen taking up the other playoff places. So we've got a nice 5-point cushion down to these guys. And as it stands, an 8-point gap to Emmen, our second opponents of the game today, of the episode today, down in sixth. So we're playing two teams that are very near the top. So we're going to be toughish matches in episode today. So that is how it all stands going into today's games. Graafschap is the team that we're playing. We haven't played them before. So let's go and see the team that will face Graafschap. David Min is out with a twisted knee, but apart from that, we have a full complement of players to choose from. And here is the team that faces Graafschap in this match day 15. Vassen continues in goal and keeping Salamani on the bench for now anyway. Kongaloo, Van der Beij and Pollock are defensive line. Latonda and Shrivers playing as the wide players. Varro and Schapperman in midfield. Listes, who's playing with blistering form at the moment, albeit because he's on loan, they are complaining because he's not playing in the position that we said that he would be playing in. We changed our formation since then, boys and girls, and he's having a great time out there. If you look at his last 5 games, a 7.14, and his average rating is a 7.07. So he's not doing bad out there. Mind you, look at Listes. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong player then, wasn't I? Listes, 7.88 for the last 5 games, a 7.35 average rating total for the season. So when you take that into account, he's probably our best player as it currently stands. In fact, he's not. Lobinger is potentially our best player. But anyway, that goes without saying. And as I say, Selené's out on the right. Buhut continues up front. And then we have Salamani, Leveld, Oakley, Tashmezhnikov, Geary, Recchi, Lobinger, Lamori, Lakessa, Margaret, Vatters, and one other, Hewen. I don't want Hewen on there. I'd rather stick him in there. Hemazi on the bench for this one. And of course, we just need to be careful because Shrivers and Schepperman both are 1 yellow card away from a suspension. So they need to be good boys today. And here we are at Graafschap. And they are playing a 4-2-3-1 today. Won 4 of their last 5. Lost the other one. Won the last 2. We've won 5 on the trot. Playing our, by now, new formation. We are top on 33. Graafschap are behind us on 28. But we do have a game in hand over them. Graafschap playing in hoops today. They have a strike that's come off the woodwork and it's gone in. We're a goal behind inside 2 minutes. Schappermeyer. And it was a free kick from Onal. Vessen getting across to it. and it fell nicely for Shopamia. A long ball, 17 minutes on the clock. Shriver's having that one back to Pollock. And not a lot happened since you were last with us. A Berhout, Congaloo. I need to get back into this game, though. Listes through to Latonda. Lovely ball. Latonda inside of Berhout. Berhout puts it away. And his 6th goal of the season gets us level after 18 minutes. It's taken us 16 minutes to get back into this game, but deadly when we come to it. Lovely ball, Listes to Latonda. Latonda just putting it into Berhout. Berhout hitting it first time and puts it past the goalkeeper. We have a corner now, 32 on the clock. Listes with the corner straight in. It's headed away and Murrow is on it. It's pumped up field. And Shriver's coming all the way across for it. He's got support from the goalkeeper, but he's not going to use him. Congaloo, Shepperman. Can we turn this defence into attack? We can. Latonda to Listes this time. Listes back. Varro inside of Shepperman. Oh my goodness me. 2nd goal of the season for Shepperman. And we take a 2-1 lead after 33 minutes. What a deadly from defence to counter-attack. And Latonda and Listes working really well together. Varro hits that first time. Shepperman swipes at it and puts it away. And that's all the highlights for the first half. And despite going a goal behind after just 2 minutes, we've turned it around at the moment and are comfortable. 5 shots, 3 on target, 0.72, 49% of the possession. They've had 2 shots, both on target, 0.49 and 51% of the possession. Just need to keep going. Bit unusual for us, but we are making a change at half-time due to an injury to Van der Boij. Dario Van der Boij picking up a knee injury in that first half. We don't want to jeopardise him in any manner, shape or form. So Omar Rekic comes on to replace him. He moves to the wide centre-back role. Congaloo into a central defence. 53 minutes on the clock. We have a free kick. Quite sure who's standing over the ball. Listes is standing over the ball. Is he going to go direct? He is. Oh, and I think a save from the goalkeeper. It was going in. And Bakker in the Graafschap goal has saved it. Varro with the corner. Varro swung in. It's headed clear. Varro will tidy up. He comes back with it. Varro to Rekic. Rekic to Latonda. Latonda into the area. Latonda misses the far post as he tried to put it away. Rekic to Congaloo. 60 minutes on the clock now. Shepperman goes out wide for Selenais. Selenais comes out to get it. Selenais back inside. He's got Varro there. Varro puts it wide to Latonda. Latonda to Listes. Listes to Varro. Varro has a pop, but he's gone over. And with 65 minutes on the clock, making 2 more changes. Both are wide players. Listes isn't playing particularly well today. We've brought on Lovinger to replace him. And then on the right-hand side, Selenais is off. And we brought in on Margaret. Just checking to see if he's better as an inside forward, actually. Lovinger. I think he's better as an inside forward as well. That's a bit tricky. We'll leave it as it is. But they are the 2 changes we're making for now. Under with a throw in on that far side. 78 on the clock to Varro. Varro back to Pollock. One change we did make was he played the defence around a little bit. Shapamia, who caused us problems in that first half, has gone out wide, but cut out by Latonda. Lobinger, who's come on. Lobinger. Latonda has him in support. Varro. Varro cuts inside, but the ball given away. Congaloo there as backup. Shepperman through to Berhout. Berhout puts it away as he's offside. Won't count. Would have been his 7th goal of the season, but it's disallowed. Just went a fraction too early. In fact, the defence moved out a little bit. Just there. There you go. You can see there's the defender, and he's in front of that defender. Just gone a little bit too early. And beat the defence, but beat everybody else as well. 80 minutes on the clock for Rowe. With a short corner to Berhout. Berhout crosses it in. Pollock misses completely. well worked corner. Berhout into the area, but Pollock aiming for that post, missed it. And with 18 minutes on the clock, making our final 3 changes. Shrivers has come off for Gary. And we have taken off, in fact, I say 3, it's 2, isn't it? Kongaloo has come off, and we've brought on Limari. There are no more highlights in this match. A tough match. We really did expect it, I guess, in one way, based on the fact that they are in second place and they'll be there for a reason. Bohout having a player of the match, 3 key passes, 1 clear-cut chance and a goal, an 8.1 from him. Shepperman wasn't far behind on an 8 for the game, so he's done very well. Vesson, I think it might be time to bring Salamani back and give him a chance. Maybe in the next game, we'll see. Goal behind after 2 minutes, but we come back after 18, and Shepperman putting a good goal away on 33, giving us a 2-1 win over the Graafschap, who were in second place. 14 shots, 6 on target, 1.95 and 53% of the possession against their 3 shots, 3 on target, which means they have 1 shot, 1 on target in the second half, 0.54 and 47% of the possession. Let's see how that leaves us at the top of the table. And so a full programme has gone on today on match day 15, match day 16 for some teams. So these are how the scores. We are top, 6 points clear of Willem II, who are in second place, literally. They are there on 30 points. Third are FC Groningen on 29. So we are 7 points clear of them. So cementing ourselves quite well at the top. Willem beating Dordrecht by 1-0 today. And Groningen, I'm guessing, have won as well. They did. They beat Venlo by 3-1. De Graafschap dropping down into 4th after losing to us today. And Excelsior also dropping down. They've dropped down to 5th after losing 3-0 to Helmond Sports. Young Ajax are just outside the playoff places on 26 points. They, of course, can't qualify for the playoff places if they were to get there. So Breda are the next side that could get a place in there. Beat Young AZ today by 1-0. And FC Emmen are next opponents in this episode. They've lost 3-1 to Den Haag today. So a very tough match for them down the bottom. Telstar still on the bottom on 4 points. They're 5 points adrift from FC Eindhoven, who are in 19th place. And then it comes Young PSV, who are 3 points clear of them in 18th place. Topos also on 12 points, and then a 3-point gap to Den Bosch, who are in 16th place. So that's where we're at. If there's any news between now, we've only got 4 days down to the FC Emmen game. And we'll be back just ahead of that with some more news for you if there is any. And if not, we'll get straight into our second game of the episode. And so here we are at match day against FC Emmen in this Kuchen Champion Divisie and match day 16. And can we continue our fine run? As we've said, we are 8 games unbeaten at the moment. Unbeaten, 8 games, 8 straight wins in all competitions, and a few more than that, 10, 12, 13 games unbeaten in all competitions as well. So we're going extremely well at the moment. Keep it up today, and we could be going. FC Emmen finished 3rd in the Kuchen Champion Divisie last season, not going up. I think they were in the playoffs, but didn't get through. And their form is drawn 2, 1-2, lost 1. So that's where we're at. Team news is that they are without Schouten and Seedale, but we have a full complement of players to choose from. The injury to Du Bois last time out wasn't anything significant. And here is the side that faces FC Emmen in today's rearranged match, the match that was postponed due to the internationals that were going on in and around. And this is the side Vesson continues. In fact, it's an unchanged side from the team that played at Graafschap. Vesson is in goal. Kongaloo, Venderboij, Pollock, our defensive line. Latonda and Shrivers play as the complete wing backs. Varro and Shepperman in that midfield. Listes and Selanese are the wide players, with Berhout up front on the bench. Salamani, Liveld, Oakley, Temeshnikov, Geary, Rekic, Lobinger, Limori, Lekessa, Margray, Vatters and Hamazi. Here we are back at the Mandermaker, and we've won our last 5 games, playing our flat back 3, of course, with our 2 complete wing backs. FC Emmen have actually lost 2 of their last 5. That's different. Drawn 1 and won 2. I think it's possibly the Cup and League that's changed. Emmen are in 8th on 25 points. We are top on 36 points. Playing a 4-3-2-1. 2 minutes on the clock. Shrivers with a throw in to Selanese. Selanese cross it, a save from the goalkeeper. Who was that headed the ball in? I think it was Listes, straight at the goalkeeper, but he had to put it away, and it's gone for a corner. Listes with that corner then, in the 3rd minute. This ball swung in, but it's headed clear by the defender. Shepperman finds Berhout. Selanese. Varro. Varro goes back out wide to Listes. Listes crosses it in again, looking for a head. Couldn't find it. Pollock uses... Oh, and Shrivers was sorted out by Hilterman. And when we looked at the stats, Hilterman is the biggest threat in the Emmen side, really. Yeah, that was a good header by Listes, but straight at the goalkeeper. 16 minutes, 17 minutes, they have a free kick. Hardeveld swung in, it's headed, it's gone wide. Smeets is there. Hard at Herdeveld, and Herdeveld has a shot. It's gone over the top, though. 31 minutes on the clock. Shrivers with a throw-in on this near side. Shepperman back to Shrivers. Shrivers in to Selanese. Varro tucks it away through the crowd, past the goalkeeper. His 2nd goal of the season for Patrick Varro. And, well, on 32 minutes, we take a 1-0 lead. And it's been hard work. But we've finally broken them down for now. Varro decided to have a go. Put it past. Varro with the corner. It's going to be a short one to Listes. Listes is holding the ball up out there. Listes into the area. Varro back to Listes. Listes comes into the area. He's going to have a go on his own, I think. And it's gone in. I'm not sure if it caught a deflection, but Listes puts it away. In fact, it did get a deflection off of Halen. And it's an own goal. And we go 2 up on 35. It looked like it took a vicious deflection. Back to Listes. Listes into the area. And we'll see now. It was going this way. And the goalkeeper, Hoekstra, would have been able to save it. But it took a deflection off of Halen. And goes into the bottom corner. No more highlights in that first half. It's 2-0 at half-time. 6 shots, 3 on target. 1.01 and 58% of the possession. They've had 3 shots, 1 on target, 0.12 and 42% of the possession. Looking good at the moment. And we're making 1 change at half time, an enforced change. Berhout has picked up an injury. It's a thigh injury. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. And he's been replaced by Temeshnikov. There's that 1 change at half time. Then 53 minutes on the clock. Kongaloo with a free kick to Van der Beij. Selanese or Cleonese, and it's gone out for a corner, saved by Hoekstra in the FC Emmen goal. Varro with the corner, swung deep, back post, and I'm not sure what he was looking for. He was looking for Pollock, I think. Didn't find him. Temeshnikov, who's come on, of course, picks the ball up. Kongaloo to Varro. Varro tried to thread that through to Selanese. Didn't do it. And referee's gonna... Oh, dear. Shriver's going to get sent off here. All out wide to Shriver. Shriver's didn't even pick up a yellow card for that. It was just told off. Calm down, I think, was the message from the referee. 58 on the clock. Shriver's now going to go on his own. It's gone over the top. Or has it gone for a corner? It's gone for a corner. Another save And the goalkeeper keeping FC Emmen in the game, realistically. Listes. This one to the near post. Latonda there to tidy up. Back to Listes. Latonda. Varro. It's a bit vicious, that. And with 17 minutes on the clock, making 2 changes. Patrick Varro has come off for Yasin Oakley. And the other change that we've made is on the left side of the attacking midfield. Listes, who's had a good game, he's tiring, and we've replaced him with Reshnel Margray. 75 on the clock, a throw-in on that far side. They've made another change. Nearly all their changes made, I think. We're looking for a way through here. Or, sorry, they're looking for a way through here. Nice to keep a clean sheet for a change. Latonda, that was a poor ball, and Latonda picks it up. Latonda comes forward. Latonda's cut well inside. Shepperman, Silanese, Denbush, Cleonace, Pollock, Shrivers, who's picked up a yellow card, which means he will get a ban. He finally did. He was obviously warned, and he's been a naughty boy again. Kongaloo, Temeshnikov, who's come deep to Margray. Latonda out wide there. Latonda tries to wriggle around his man into the area. Margray, and Shepperman puts that one away. His 3rd goal of the season, our 3rd goal on the day. And on 77 minutes, we take a 3-goal lead. Well worked. And it was from Latonda winning that ball earlier into the area. And look, Shepperman free and goalkeeper not in sight. And with 77 minutes on the clock, we having just scored that goal. Shepperman is coming off. He's tiring. We've got another game coming up very quickly. So Shepperman is off, and we've replaced him with Rekic. Okili goes to the right. Rekic, who can play more of that deep-lying playmaker role, is on the left of that midfield. They are one change left to make. 78 on the clock. Latonda with a corner. That's come back off the woodwork from Pollock. And with 85 minutes on the clock, we have made our final change. Matty Pollock has come off, and he has been replaced by Farouk Limuri. And we've changed to our SGO, our see the game out version of the tactic, where everybody just plays a little bit deeper, a little bit more defensive, and we don't need to go chasing goals or anything. So hopefully we can see the game out, and it'd be nice to keep a clean sheet. And for once, we have done exactly that. Kept a clean sheet, a 3-0 win against FC Emmen. At times, it didn't appear to be that convincing, but I suppose it wasn't bad in all. 15 shots, 7 on target, pretty much 50%, 2.38 on the XG, 61% of the possession. They had 5 shots, just the 2 on target, 0.17 and 39% of the possession. Probably a little bit better in that second half than they were in the first, as we tired a little bit. But all in all, it was a good day at the office. And can't actually see who player of the match is. Who's the player of the match? Believe it or not, Roshnell Margray got player of the match. 1 key pass, 1 clear-cut chance, 1 assist, a 7.8 for him. Coming on the 72nd minute, and he got, in those last... 18 minutes, got player of the match, which players that have been on for the whole of the match couldn't achieve. And after 5 matches on match day today, we stay 6 points clear of Willam II, by virtue of Willam II beating Topos by 2 goals to 1. We are in the automatic places by 8 points. Excelsior are in third on 31 points. Groningen could overtake them, up to 32 if they were to win their game in hand, which means that the lead would only be 7 points down to third place. But 7 points is 2 wins, at least 2 wins and a draw. So I'm sort of like reasonably happy that we are cementing ourselves into automatic promotion places at the top of the table there. In the other games, Excelsior beating Young AZ by 3 goals to 1, which cements them in third place at the moment. Say Groningen do have a game in hand. Dordrecht losing 2-0 to Helmond Sport. Dordrecht down in 14th. And Breda beating Den Bosch by 3-0. Breda moving up to just a goal difference away from the playoff places in 6th place with Young Ajax there in 7th. So that is how it is. We can have a quick look in just a moment. Does it let me do this? Period 2. This is what we're looking at. 10 matches to play. So we're 3 matches away. And at the moment, we are 5 points clear of Breda in 2nd place for this. Groningen, of course, we're breathing down our necks and still are in the mix there. But we've secured 7 straight wins in this part of the season. So as it stands at the moment, we are looking very likely to get that playoff place to take us through. So guarantee a playoff place at least for the end of the season, which would be rather good. Right, we have a couple of bits of news before we go any further. Yaron Burot, that tight hamstring or whatever, it's only going to be for 2 to 3 days. May not play in the next game against Young Utrecht, but I'm sure a rest he could do with. He's played quite a few games on the trot, so we'll be looking to rest him possibly going into the next game. Either way, to give him a little bit of rest and give Tomeshnikov or Lobinger a start up front. The other news is, as I thought, Shrivers has hit the ban total 5 yellow cards and will have a 1-match ban going into the next match against Young Utrecht in 3 days' time. So that is the news to bring you. Young Utrecht, we are playing offline. We're going to come back for Den Bosch and Breda. Den Bosch currently in 16th place, Breda in 6th, to see if we continue this good form. And I think that pretty much will then, 8, 9, 10, that will take us to the end of the second period of the season, in which case we will be then in a position, and it was pretty much our first half of the season as well, we will be in a position then to see if we can guarantee that playoff place, and then we'll be coming back in very quick succession for second round of the Dutch Cup. Roda Kerkrade, who we played in pre-season, beat them, and also I did realise that they got promoted out of this division last year, so they are new boys in the Eredivisie, and a game against FC Eindhoven. More about that in due course. Right, that is it. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, and that will keep you up to date with all future episodes of Going Dutch and our other series, bottom to the top, as they are released. New episodes of Going Dutch will be released every Monday and Thursday, hopefully at 4:15 p.m. We hit it right on Monday, I think. And don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know the comments. I will try and reply to them as and when I am able. And the best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on this channel is to follow me on X at JustOffside2. And if you like the video about the fake shirts or whatever, then let me know whether you want more of a similar content, and I will try my best to achieve that for you. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 7. It's out on Monday. If you're not watching my other series, I want to know why. But if you're not, have yourselves a great weekend. Bye bye.